I want to give you an update on energy, on iNFT's, on all the exciting things, and kind of share with you some of the updates that have just happened over the last couple of days, because they're a pretty big deal. I just got off a long call, Zoom, whatever, developers meeting with mad scientist Alan and one of our lead blockchain architects. And I'll tell you, man, the stuff that we're doing on the iNFT front, I just didn't want to wait to tell you. So first and foremost, let me tell you, today is the day. The check is in the mail. What that means is CoinMarketCap is being funded, so that listing can go up. CoinGecko, the whole bit. I know it's been a while. People are like, "Oh, I don't know why we're not listed." Well, I can give you about 30 to 40,000 reasons why, and that's in dollars. That's what it costs to do this. When you're a new coin, when you're a new project, it's not as easy as just saying, "Hey, I want to be on your site," and things like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and some of these others. And that's why you have to pay. It's awful. It's extortion at its finest. They don't qualify you, and you have to pay to do it. And so it's a pay to play situation. But I will tell you, check's in the mail. So that is being done today. It's a done deal. Press release is ready to rock and roll. There's some new stuff on the Medium site. Also, just to let you know, everything we're doing right now is to build reputation and to build interest for investors to be able to see energy now, because we have the technology, we have the platforms. All that's left is building the iNFT marketplace and the profiles and getting those up, and the world will take notice. So right now what we wanted to do is just really bring an environment for investors to take notice to us, real investors that are, that have deeper pockets, that typically invest in big projects like this. So what does that mean? Well, having the website done, having resources for them to learn about this, being listed, having press releases, all of those things, that is a huge, it's been a priority, because that's what's going to help stabilize the coin price. Up until now, we have a lot of marketers and a lot of people kind of buying and selling. It's just normal, right? It's early to the party here. What we want to do now is be able to go out there. I haven't even gone out to my financial contacts. I haven't gone out and done interviews in the podcasts that I've been invited to, because I knew we had to have some of this stuff there. They're going to ask me, where's the listing? They're going to ask me, let me see the white paper. Let me see the website. I want to be prepared, because with that ready, then I can go do that. Then I can start talking more and more to these people, and that's why, and all of us, I think, are going to be doing that, and that's going to help you guys tremendously, because that's going to bring the coin price up significantly. That's going to create stability for NRGYGO, and even more so on Energy. Okay. We also, just an update, we hired a full-time social media manager to handle all the social media accounts. So we have a new TikTok account, YouTube channel, Instagram channel, LinkedIn channel. All those have been created. I'll get you links as soon as I get them, and it's their job to publish content. We're also hiring a publisher to do Energy Wire episodes, so every week there'll be new personalities, so to say, kind of a reporter of crypto and DeFi on those channels. So you're going to see content all over the place. That content goes to the website. That brings traffic. We expect, through the social media manager, around 100,000 new visitors to our website a month in due time. All right, so that is an initiative that we're paying out of pocket for, to be able to bring awareness, to help the coin stabilize, to help bring attention to what we're doing, even before the iNFT's launch and everything. All right, up until this time, we haven't done any of that. We haven't had a website, none of that. So it's super exciting that they are in full motion. You're going to see all that content being published. They're just setting up the schedule now. So that's the updates on that front. A big deal. The website is being done. You can see the new staking page is up. The Get Energy page is up on NRGYDeFi.com. The widgets aren't fully active. I just talked to the guys. They're working on the blockchain piece, that bridge, basically, similar to the NRGYGO bridge. So those will work here in, I think, probably a day or two. But those pages are up. You can go check them out. Check out the staking page at NRGYDeFi.com. Check out the Get Energy page, which talks about the wallet, blah, blah, blah. Those are there. We're waiting for the roadmap page, and the which is done. It's designed. I don't know if it's coded yet, but it's all ready. It's super simple. And the new to DeFi kind of funnel. All right. So those are really the two things left on there, which is super awesome. Oh, and the dashboard. They are working on the dashboard right now as we speak. So that's just, I don't know how long it'll take to integrate. It's all coded. It just has to be connected. However the coders do this stuff. To me, it's like, do you connect a cable and it's good, or is this? I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff. But they said they're on it, so you'll have the new dashboard real soon. I'm so stoked about that, you guys. So let me talk iNFTs. Man, this is going to be awesome. When I get excited about CYBERCITY because I'm working on the designs on that and working with the team. But man, to see what we're going to have for iNFTs, if you've ever seen an NFT website, let me give you the lowdown of what exists out there and what we're going to look like and act like. NFT projects, you can go to, like, what is it, OpenSea? There's a bunch of them. Just look up NFT marketplaces. You'll see all the decentralized sites. You go there and you see a bunch of squares with kitty pictures or just kind of loony, goofy pictures, right? You can go to the NBA ones, kind of cool. They have like basketball stuff. But anyway, it's just these cards with these pictures. That's it. It's not too exciting. That is the opposite approach that I took to designing our iNFT marketplace and these projects. It's a mix, if I were to tell you, it's a mix between a Kickstarter, if you've been to Kickstarter or some of these start engine websites where it's like crowdfunding. It's similar in design where you can go there, you see a profile of video and information, but it's a mix between that and Masterclass. If I were to give you an idea to visualize this, I know you can't see it, but if you go to masterclass.com and you look at how that's designed, our focus is to put all the focus on their brand, on those iNFT holders. So if it's a musician in their song, it's a beautiful page that showcases them in their music. It's not a template that looks like a white video with a bunch of numbers. It makes no sense. It doesn't make you feel anything. We want this to be beautiful, so these artists want to push these things. They want to promote them. It's a great representation of their brand, because we're talking about IP here. We're not talking about, crypto kitties or some, schnossage on the NFT page or whatever, right? Like, these are people's brands. This is their intellectual property that they spent years, some of them, building and developing and establishing. So we need to represent those intellectual properties with class and style. And the approach we took was very much like Masterclass. And you go and see this iNFT for this floating city. What do you see? You see a floating city and what that looks like in a video of that, and information and pictures and the vision of, like, man, I want that floating villa that's a Bugatti villa. And I'm like, right? Like, you just get this really awesome feeling that represents that intellectual property. And if it's a YouTube channel, it showcases their number one content, their specialty, right? Like their thing, their growth rates, all that kind of stuff. And for artists and music, it's all the same. So it was really awesome to start to see this come together, you guys, because it is very much like Kickstarter in the fact that the information that's on the page, and then it's got this masterclass, beautiful showcase of the IP. And then, it's just, in the marketplace is set up so beautifully. So we built it so we can expand. Obviously there's STARSTAKE, there'll be STARSTAKE Music, STARSTAKE Sports, STARSTAKE Business, STARSTAKE Pets, like everything. When it comes to intellectual property, it's unlimited, right? So we've really built it to expand. Initially, our goal is to have a half a dozen powerful iNFTs, so you guys can see examples from real estate, celebrities, to music, all kinds of stuff like that, all right? But I couldn't be more excited when, I do have one more thing to tell you, it's super awesome, but the way this is going to look and feel will be a far departure from any other NFT, so people won't say, oh, is it another NFT? Because I'm telling you, and I guarantee you, I promise you, there's going to be so many NFT agencies helping people, trying to sell people their own NFT deal, which is a bunch of crap, most of them. There's going to be agencies that help them market this stuff. Like, it's just, this world's going to explode. My goal with this was to create a separation from what's out there, because we have the only tech that is an Infinity NFT, which is has so many features, you guys. It's amazing. Not only do you have the royalty contracts, and you have the staking opportunity as fan rewards. So the fan rewards, let me share with you this cool shenanigans that we built today. we're talking about tracking and how do we track iNFTs. So if I share a song, say I want to share my fiance Shang, her new song, she has her beautiful NFT page, all this stuff, and I can share that, and I have a link, and I can share that with you, and you guys can stake in her song and get rewards, and depending on whatever her builder rewards, or her fan rewards as we call them, I can get a percentage of whoever stakes that comes from my link, right? But here's the cool part we built in. So if I send you Shang's link to her iNFT, but then after you say, maybe you stake her iNFT $100 or something, right? But then after you do that, I'll say more like this, or to say you might also like suggest it, whatever. You might say, okay, I want to get Beyonce's iNFT, or I want to get Dr. Dre's iNFT, or whatever it is, some other artist, or maybe it's in business, it's a floating city, or a movie deal. If you were to stake in those, I also get the fan rewards from anything else you stake, even though you came through a link that was the music link, the Shang's link. So think about that. Because a lot of people are going to get introduced to STARSTAKE and to get introduced to these iNFTs through one specific asset, some intellectual property piece, maybe that's being shared everywhere, right? To a fan base. And all of a sudden they're going to discover that there's all kinds of this stuff. And when somebody goes on to buy and to buy and to buy, I keep making these fan rewards. If they just keep coming and coming and coming, and if they come back to the site, as long as they don't come through somebody else's direct link, if they come back to the site, I'm still making fan rewards on other stuff, maybe other stuff I'm not even fans of, right? As long as they come back, and I was the last person's whose link they came back with, I'm getting all these fan rewards. How cool is that? Like, this is so much different than traditional marketing where you cookie a website and all this, it's so messy and whatever. Now it's cool because it gives other people the opportunity too. So if somebody else shares a song with you and comes through their link, like obviously they're going to get those fan rewards. So such an awesome system to be able to not only track any iNFT through fan rewards. Remember, those fan rewards are different for every different thing. So it may be 10% for a song iNFT. It might be 50% for fan rewards on something like CYBERCITY, which it is. It might be 3% on a floating city deal. Who knows? It just varies. So you just never know. Your fan rewards could get quite large, and they can add up real quick, especially with these. If you're familiar with product launches, right? Course launches, they do millions and millions of dollars in a matter of days and weeks and so forth. Imagine if those had iNFTs attached to them. Remember, if you're one of the first people to stake in an iNFT, your fan rewards are actually higher. I don't know if they're called fan rewards, whatever, the rewards, staking rewards, I think they call them. They're higher because you were the first one, so there's an incentive to be the first. You guys, this is all like brand new tech. It's so cool. I can't wait to see it in action. I get to see it on a developer side and see how the logic works and the architecture. I get to see the designs of the site and how it's all going to be explained and all that stuff. It's so exciting to me because I know the world, there's nothing like it. I am not patient, so I want it now. But I will tell you, they are cranking it out. It's not going to be long. We put a deadline on it. We're hoping to get this stuff pushed out in a month. I know that's might be reaching on some things, but I will guarantee you we will have the marketplace, the iNFTs, and things for everybody to see, at least to see examples. And let me just leave you with this, and I'll let you guys run. This is the hardest it will ever be. Today is the most difficult time we will ever have on this project. And yesterday was the most difficult day, and the day before that was the hardest day, because every day we get closer and every day we release something new, it becomes easier. Okay, is it hard to get big names to sign a royalty contract to get an iNFT built right now? Yeah, it's hard. Have we lost deals because of this? Yes, we have, because they're taking a risk because maybe they don't even understand it fully, and they can't see it. They can't touch it, feel it. They can't say, oh, I see how that other YouTuber did it. I see how that other influencer did it, right? And so it's going off of faith or personal relationships, and that's what we're doing, is using our personal relationships to get the very first batch of iNFTs to build the use cases, because that's all it will take. It may only take one. When one artist, one song goes into the marketplace and people see this and they see what's happening and seeing how we're supporting them and seeing how they're growing and the revenues, every artist is going to want to take notice. And all they have to do is look at that one page and say, I want that. because they get it. It just makes sense, right? If you're a business and you have intellectual property, digital content, courses, podcasts, whatever, it takes only one other podcast for you to realize I can put my podcast on there and I don't have to rely on ads in my podcast to make money, and I get to grow my user base. It's a no-brainer. But we have to build the thing, you guys. We have to build the use cases and get the minimum viable product out there for people to say, wow, how do I sign up for that? Right? So that's where we're at, and that's why we're paying so much attention to these little details. There's a ton of them. So, but I just want to tell you how excited I am, because we worked through the tracking, and it's beautiful, and it's amazing how that's going to work. It's going to build exponentially on this thing. You can just promote STARSTAKE in general. You can promote different iNFTs on there. And then, of course, you'll have CYBERCITY. For those of you that are really heavy marketers and really want to build a business around this, not just invest in the coins, CYBERCITY is going to be that thing, because it's going to pay out a big chunk on those fan rewards on those 3 iNFTs as I mapped out for you. It's going to be a beautiful education system. It's going to be a great portal into this world. I'm really excited about it because I've been spending a lot of time on that. But between that, the connection of the iNFT marketplace, which is STARSTAKE, and then the new dashboard and portfolio manager, the new website, press releases, all this stuff is just going to be a perfect scenario for, I think, for any investor to take notice and to participate. That's all we want, right? We want people to say, I need to invest in that because it's going places. And so that's where we're at. So anyways, that's the update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I got to tell you about. But man, I wish you guys could see some of the things that I see every day, and some of the things I'm glad you don't see, because they're very, very difficult and challenging, and some days are rough. You know, when you got to just force yourself to figure stuff out. I don't think people understand how difficult building this is, and I'm not a technical person, so I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together and working with these architects and engineers and mad scientists and trying to get feedback in every angle I possibly can. It is so difficult because a lot of this most of it has never been done before, right? We're using smart contracts and blockchain and all these things that connect it together, but a lot of the sequencing and a lot of the user interface stuff, we're inventing this, and you kind of like say, okay, I hope people like it, and you do your best, but every day it's kind of a new discovery. And the cool thing is you can invent this stuff. We can make it do whatever we want it to do and however we want to do it. It's expensive and it's costing a fortune to do, but at the end of the day, look at this coin price. You will see the energy value. It will reflect the quality of the product that we produce. If we produce a crypto kitties, if we produce something that's like everything else, I think it'll reflect on that. But we're going above and beyond to make our technology really stand out, to make the platform stand out, the usability stand out. You saw that with NRGYGO. It's practical. I know there's not a lot of spending going on because there's not a lot of liquidity right now. There will be, especially with this new listing and the new social media that's coming out. Not to mention just the influencers that myself and some of the others will be talking to here soon. So my best suggestion is to stake energy, stay staked, have faith, believe in it. Don't get caught up in the little stuff and the little details. I know it can be frustrating. There's a lot of upgrades that we'll be doing to the system to make it better. As I always say, today is the worst it will ever be. It is the hardest day it will ever be, and tomorrow will be better. And we just have to live by that. That's just part of iteration and changing and building. All right. So with that, that's the update. That's all I have for today.